All right, so based on sample problem 3-1, we have a couple practices to go over. Number one, how many protons, electrons, and neutrons are in an atom of bromine 80? Bromine 80. So we have a mass number of 80. We're talking about bromine. Now, right now, we're assuming that we're working with neutral atoms because we haven't introduced the concept of the ion. I keep on bringing that up because, well, we will introduce it. We just haven't done it right now. And so just by knowing that it's bromine, I can go to the periodic table and I can see that bromine is number 35. Its atomic number is 35. Not because I've memorized it, because I haven't, but because I looked it up in the periodic table. So you guys are going to need a periodic table when you're doing these types of problems. And so you might be thinking, well, what about during a quiz or a test? I'll give you one. Absolutely. Okay. At no point am I going to ask you to memorize atomic numbers or masses. Never going to do it. But I am going to ask you to look stuff up a lot, right, on that chart. So I look up bromine on the periodic table and I see that it has an atomic number of 35. Now, atomic number of 35 means for sure that there are 35 protons. And because we're assuming that the atom is neutral, right? There's no overall charge, that there are also 35 electrons. Now, the tricky part is the number of neutrons, because we have to use the definition of mass number. Mass number is neutrons plus protons. So that means 80 is equal to 35 plus something, right? Because that something, what I've represented as X here is the number of neutrons, right? Because I know the number of protons is 35. And I know 35 plus the number of neutrons is going to equal 80. So you can do some regular old pre-algebra, subtract 35 from both sides, and you find out that this X actually equals 45. So there are 45 neutrons. I got a little squishy right there, but so we end up having 35 protons, 35 electrons, and 45 neutrons. And it's pretty much the exact same as the sample problem. Now,